first elected district leader. I also want to tell you, in 2006, we lost by 500 votes. Most people believe that having a duck curry in the restaurants and also having the liquor to drink then, instead of going out to vote on that day in November, and we lost by 500 votes for a state Senate seat, where Italian Americans, Jewish Americans, African Americans, just about everyone came out and voted except our own. So we have ourselves to blame for not being able to have a seat at the table. And it costs money, lots of money to run for office, much more than you'll ever believe. If I had used the money I spent in campaigns, because we don't really give ourselves money, we always find an excuse, I would have won 3 additional houses. So let me tell you, when someone runs for office, you get behind them in line. I'm going to tell it like it is. If Jack Leith is running, if Mint is running, if Rowan is running, if Doug Wolpe is running, if Richard Davis is running, you have a duty to yourself and your families to make sure you go. It does not cost you a dime to cast a vote. It makes you, it cleanses you, and it makes you part of the American dream. Now, how many of you are going to vote or testify, sorry, not, yes, vote. How many of you voted in the last election? Put your hands up high. Now we can check the records as to how many, but people don't know that. So one guy told me I vote for you, man, the whole family vote. And I checked the records, you know what? A big fat 0. And that was my personal friend. And I asked the Italian American, did you vote for me? He said yes. When I checked it, he did vote. So there's a big difference, there's a big divide. How much we put in, that's what you're going to reap. If you want empowerment, you want to pick up the phone and call somebody, you're not going to get through. Because guess what? You'll be speaking to someone who doesn't care about you, who doesn't belong to the community, perhaps a transplant from Manhattan, or somebody's going to come in and say, well, okay, I want to have my ambition to be a congresswoman, I'm going to jump in the backs of you. That is the truth. I've been in this for 30 years. So I can look each and every one of you in the eye and let you know, I know this game very well. And I'm not a happy man. I'm not a happy camper here. Because why should we carry others on our backs when others have a duty to do it for themselves? So make sure when you go home you tell others, I should not really be after you in that sense, and I apologize. Because by coming here tonight, you have shown a civic sense of awareness. Now, how many of you will testify at the next redistricting hearing asking for a seat? Can you raise your hands? So we just have like what, 4 or 5 people, you see? That's not good enough. How many of you are going to come tonight if I cook some duck curry and have some nice scotch and whiskey? Raise your hands. Okay. Listen, there's not much more I can tell you except to say you've got to get involved. This is not Guyana, this is not Trinidad, this is where your rights come. This is not a tour board, this is not developing countries. We need to get involved in the process for your children and for yourselves. You pay taxes, you need to have a voice in government, and you need to make sure that you can come alive. Without that, we're all dying, and we're going to be out looking in. And when you're looking out from the outside, it's not a very clear picture. So let's get on board and get involved. I thank the organizers for this, and let's make sure that we can stand up and be counted. Thank you very much.